New York City mayoral candidate and state assembly member Zohran Mamdani responded on Tuesday to ridiculous comments from a Republican New York City council member. So a little bit of background first on Mamdani. Mamdani is a democratic socialist. He is a US citizen. He was born in Uganda and moved to New York City with his family when he was 7 years old. In 2018, he became a naturalized American citizen. So if elected, he would become New York City's first Muslim mayor. Republican New York City Council member Vickie Paladino, of course, in response to this possibility, had to go full racist. Here's what she said. Let's talk about how insane it is to elect someone to any major office who hasn't even been a US citizen for 10 years, much less a radical leftist who actually hates everything about the country and is here specifically to undermine everything we've ever been about. Deport. So much there. I mean, like, there is no, as far as I know, there's no time limit. Like, you have to be an American citizen for this many years before you're eligible. Like, I don't think it works that way. Also, leftists don't hate everything about the country. I think, and like maybe this is because I personally am this way in life, and it's not always the greatest way to be, but I feel like if you love something, you want it to be better, right? Or you can see how it can be better and you say, you know what, it can be better for more people and we want to fight to make it better. And I don't think that that's always a bad thing, especially when you're talking about the country. Okay. Anyway, here was his response. He said, death threats, Islamophobic bigotry. Now a sitting council member calling for my deportation. Enough. This is what Trump and his sycophants have wrought. It's an assault on the values of our city and our Constitution. Will Cuomo condemn this, or will that upset his MAGA donors? Andrew Cuomo is Mamdani's main opponent in the Democratic mayoral primary, which will take place this year on June 24th. Results of a poll from Emerson College Polling, Pix 11, and The Hill found that in the first round of voting, 35% of voters support Cuomo and 23% support Mamdani. I'm not surprised that Mamdani doesn't have more support because he is fairly new. He's a young democratic socialist. He's also a Muslim and an immigrant and all these things. And even in a city that is as diverse and international as New York City, that's still going to be a factor in a lot of things. But I don't know if I should be, but I am surprised that Andrew Cuomo is sitting at 35%. That feels like, I don't know, does that feel like a lot of support to you for Andrew Cuomo? And of course, this isn't for the governorship. This is to be the mayor of New York City. What do you make of that, Maz?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was kind of done, and I guess not. I guess there's just no principles anymore in anything, right? I mean, and all you got to do is look at Donald Trump, who led an insurrection against America, and we thought he was done, and he's back. So if nothing else, Donald Trump has been inspiring people who are doing bad things to not give up. If they catch you committing a crime or they catch you being a slime bag or whatever, don't give up, because there's hope. In America, they'll vote for the slime bag. Come back. And so now Andrew Cuomo is doing a similar thing. And Mamdani, unfortunately, you and I both know, when you got a foreign name and it's not a European foreign name, but it's a name like Mamdani, it's not going to be good. It's going to be hard, because all they do is these types of attacks. Oh, this guy's clearly a terrorist. He wants to do Sharia law. Well, that's what he wants. Oh, yeah. And so there's enough people who are not paying attention, who will just see the name, they will see Sharia law or whatever else they're accused of. The accusations are also funny too. Like, what's he doing? What could his motives be? He's a far left Marxist Muslim. What could he want? I don't know. Maybe he wants higher wages for New York City employees. I don't know. But they imply that this guy's going to show up, and as soon as if he wins, you're going to be sacrificing sheep on your. People are going to be sacrificing sheep at the front of your 3-story brownstone. So it's typical. However, it works for certain people in the population, and hopefully when you said about New York City. Hopefully, New York City is smart enough and diverse enough to not take the bait.
Yeah, and you know what's funny about that is like if you want to get biblical, if you want to go back to all these holy texts, and like we shouldn't be electing anyone of any kind of religious faith, like there's very gruesome stuff in all of these books. And so if you look at any one of these books and you say, oh, this is what this person wants to do if they're elected into office because they are of this faith and this is the book that they read, you can say that about literally anybody who is either Christian or Jewish or Muslim or whatever. And it is unfortunate because like, what is he gonna do? He probably does just want to give people more health care, right? Or he probably does want just like better living for the people of New York City, right? That's probably the extent of what he actually wants. So it's not this big conspiracy. Like, what's he gonna do once he gets in there? What's his real agenda? What's anyone's real agenda? What is Andrew Cuomo's real agenda? Why is he back? They kicked him out. Why is he back? Why does he think he has another chance? Because it kind of looks like he does have another chance. I don't get it. I don't understand people, but he is, like that incumbency, it does make it is worth a whole lot. They see the name, they remember the name, they say, well, at least he's a Democrat, and I thought he was an okay Democrat. So, whatever. And you know what? We live in a world where nothing is allowed to die anymore. And I think it's unnatural, but this is how it manifests in politics. So I want to squeeze in one more story.
If I were advising Mamdani, I would say, listen, let's just say you're Italian and pronounce it differently. Just Mamdani, and maybe you'll get elected.
Just put the emphasis on the other syllable. Yeah, that's maybe not bad advice, but we'll see. There are a lot of Italians in New York City though.